The storm preparations are already underway in the area. The trucks, they filled up with salt to pre-treat the roads ahead of the impending snow. Sanitation crews today outfitted their trucks with plows, ready to hit the streets at a moment's notice. And if your Thanksgiving plans are taking you out of town, when should you leave to avoid the wintry weather? Some people are already on their way. CBS 2's Elise Finch live now, driving along Mobile 2 along the New Jersey Turnpike with the latest time frame. Elise.
So, of course, we're headed southbound right now on the New Jersey Turnpike. And for a lot of these people, this is just their normal daily commute home. But many of these drivers are headed out of town for the holiday. If you weren't able to get on the road today, the experts say you need to plan to leave early tomorrow morning. And if that's not an option, you'll need to wait out the storm altogether.
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving is one of the busiest travel days of the year. But with rain and snow expected to snarl traffic tomorrow, travelers who could hit the road today.
Looking at the weather reports early on gave me the decision to try and beat the traffic and beat the weather.
Mary Oshaughnessy took her children out of school so her family could start their drive to Pennsylvania.
We always leave on Tuesday, just from past experience. Because of the weather coming, we figured there would be more traffic. Other people would decide to leave early, and we didn't want to be stuck in that traffic.
I think it's good because then we get an extra day before Thanksgiving to just hang out and stuff.
Each year, AAA advises people against leaving after work on Wednesday. That's when traffic is usually the worst. Because of this year's weather, the optimal travel window is even narrower.
Very early Wednesday before the storm hits, if you have that vacation time, that spare day, leave then. That way you'll beat the rush for the most part. If your destination is 3 or 4 hours away, you can wait till early Thanksgiving morning and make your trip then.
The CBS 2 Futurecast shows that while the rain and snow begin around mid-morning in our area, rain will cover most of the East Coast on Wednesday. So if you're heading south, you'll likely be driving into the rain until Wednesday evening. Snow will impact areas north and west of the tri-state area. So if you want to avoid the snow, you'll either have to get on the road before 9 a.m. Wednesday or wait until Thanksgiving morning, because experts say it's too dangerous to drive overnight.
If you're accustomed to being asleep during those hours and you haven't gotten sufficient rest, there's a nasty little phenomenon known as microsleep, where you drift off to sleep for 2 or 3, 5 seconds when you're behind the wheel. It's a formula for disaster.
Now, certainly everybody wants to avoid disaster, so really the only options to be completely safe, as you heard, is to plan to leave tomorrow morning or during the daylight hours on Thanksgiving. We're live in Mobile 2 on the New Jersey Turnpike, and with that, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Elise. With so many things changing, you'll want to check in on the forecast before you leave your home. We'll have up-to-the-minute details on traffic and also the weather, of course, on CBSNewYork.com.